Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the virus edition, a.k.a. the Pandy Pods.
A.k.a. two nice guys, no big surprise.
A.k.a., and this is from James Skregman, purple, red, orange, or yellow, two bros taking tears for fears, ranging from mad to mellow, depending upon how many beers. And James Skregman is right. The beers always have a lot to do with it.
True that.
Guys, we got a story for you. I want to jump in right away. Love doing this daily for you, trying our best to get it out for you in the best way we know how. And really,
let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So I think it's fair to say we're all trying to save a little money these days. I don't know many people who aren't.
Yeah.
Good on you if you don't have to.
Any chance you get to sack away a few pennies, you got to take that.
We're going to go for it because, you know, this past year has been a terrible one for everyone, us included financially. It's just been hard, and we understand why. And
even dollar stores are too pricey for some folks.
wait, and you're like, wait, what? Yes.
Yeah.
That.
We're not joking.
My thing is this. If you're at a dollar store and you're haggling, you got an uphill battle, all right? Just know that
things aren't going well.
That's kind of part of the perk of working at a dollar store because you can't be like, these are on sale. They're on sale for what?
They're what it is.
79 cents, not
That's right.
99 cents.
Can't be haggling.
And when you fight back as an employee in that situation, then it just becomes a mess, and we don't know who to hate.
I feel like
And I
every
think
decision there is not good.
Right. And for us, we don't know where to point our derision. And this is one of those stories where a lot of people are wrong. I don't believe.
I'm mad at everyone for making me confused as to whose
who
side
I'm
I should
supposed to
be
mad
on.
at.
Yes.
We don't know. Let's dig into it and find out, okay? Police say a Dollar General cashier is facing charges after harassing a customer and then resisting arrest.
So you know how the customer's always right?
Right.
At a dollar store, they're only 99% right.
I got 99 problems and a customer ain't one.
That's it.
I would imagine that when you take a job at a dollar store, you're going to be ready to fight at the drop of a hat.
That's part of your application. Have you
They
taken
ask
taekwondo?
you, where else have you worked? Are you ready to get into a fight? Should we take our... They might start taking their shirts off in the interview and just see what happens.
Expect the heat.
It's not like working at a Baskin Robbins, is all
No.
I'm saying. I have no idea what the incident
No one
rate,
has ever fought at a Baskin Robbins.
I don't know what the incident rate is at Baskin Robbins. I'm going to say it's next to nothing.
Like a Baskin Robbins to the dollar store is like the place where you get your marriage license to divorce court.
Right.
Like they're not gonna, everyone's happy.
Your life may have been a rocky road.
That's right.
But you can't throw some bows in someone's face when you're holding a little kid's cone of Rocky Road.
A tiny little
You can't
spoon
start shit when you've
with a
got
tiny
sample
little sample spoon
of bubblegum ice cream. You can't do it. You can't be tough.
I defy you to.
According to a criminal complaint, 29-year-old Ronald Goodrow
Goodrow
of Woodland.
He ain't good that.
He gets into a bad row, but Goodrow
Of Woodland. The good wood.
has been charged with resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and harassment related to an incident that happened on Tuesday. He is the guy who worked at the Dollar
So
General
he's
store.
the cashier.
So he's the cashier. Goodrow is the cashier, and he's the guy who went over the line. When I would agree with him that I don't think someone should be complaining about the pricing at a dollar store.
I agree with that.
He harassed someone and resisted arrest and was disorderly. That would be like, I don't know, a hockey player, like a hockey ref. That would, to me,
Getting a penalty for fighting a player. Yeah, it's
Yes.
shocking and rare, and
Right,
you never
you're like,
see it.
wait, how is the cashier now?
Why is the ref why is the lines judge in the penalty box?
According to the Lawrence Township Police Department, officers were called to the Clearfield Mall Tuesday. It's in a mall. After a woman who reported being assaulted by a cashier who was later, of course, identified as our old buddy Goodrow. So now I'm way off this guy's side. I was on his side.
I'm not on his side
Someone
now.
complaining to you about prices at a dollar store.
Not on
Okay,
his
put
side
them in
now.
their place a little bit.
A little bit, maybe.
No, don't get the cops involved.
That's right.
You do not assault a woman also, period.
Never.
Officers say they arrived on the scene to find Goodrow outside the mall. Yeah, also like...
You know, that's always a great moment when like you're so far from where your workspace is. Like the
Just
farther
like
you go,
pacing.
the more it's like, yeah, something happened here.
So when they approached him to talk to him, Goodrow ignored commands and tried to re-enter the mall.
Again, pretend like they're not even there. The cops love that.
I gotta get back to work in your own mind.
Sure.
When trouble is there, just pretend it's not happening at all,
That's
to
right.
you at least. According to the police, Goodrow began yelling at officers when they asked Goodrow to give them his hands. He resisted, but officers were eventually able to handcuff him and ask him what was going on.
So now the questioning after you resist giving your hands is not going to be pleasant ever.
It's not a good tactic. You can't Yelling at cops. Let's just say this. We've learned this over and over again on Dumb People Town. We've learned this on our show here. Cops don't love it when you yell at them.
No, they don't.
They're already in a situation where like, I don't want to be here.
You don't want to resist arrest in this scenario. Tell your story when let the facts come out when the facts come out.
That's right. Goodrow explained that a customer began yelling at him, you know, the way that I was just yelling at you guys as cops.
Yeah, remember how I was yelling at you?
And you guys hated it. Someone did that to me. Can you imagine?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess you can't imagine because I just did it to you at the register, and then began recording him with her phone. So this is the new thing now. I'm going to start recording you with my phone. So he took her phone, according to the criminal complaint.
Well, that should have gone over well, right? She doesn't need that.
He's not, I'm going to tell you right now, he's not starting at the beginning of the story.
No.
She started yelling at me, and so then I took her phone. Is not how this thing
Those
started.
are two facts that may have happened.
She just came up and started yelling at me. That's not believable to the guy who's yelling at the cops and resisting arrest.
Nobody would say that that's what happened.
Police say they interviewed the customer who explained that she was checking out at the register and there was a sale for some of her items.
Sure.
Just don't have sales dollar stores.
Yeah. It's $1. Everything's $1.
Just that's the deal.
People are cool with that. If anybody's complaining about that,
Then go to another store.
you got a problem.
Go to a store where
Go
they
to a
give it away.
garage sale. You can get something for a
There's
quarter.
a sale on some of her items, but Goodrow charged her full price.
Yeah. So instead of 79 cents, it was 99 cents.
Could be a big difference for her. I don't want to belittle somebody's
Don't minimize, but I
financial
would.
situation.
At that point, you can say, "Hey, is this what's going on?"
Or
Is
just pick your stuff up and go to another register.
That's
in
it.
there.
That's it.
Or go to a different place. So she told police that when she asked to speak to a manager, Goodrow threw the receipt at her.
well, that's professional.
and it's kind
It's
of
a little classy.
It is classy when you think about it. So she told Goodrow that corporate would see how he treated her because there were security cameras, according to the complaint.
I'm not sure how much corporate has a presence at the Dollar General branches.
Yes.
Right?
I don't know. I'm imagining that everything they do on a corporate level at Dollar General stores fits the dollar model.
Like the corporate retreats are not at hotels, but youth hostels.
Right. That's right. Their luncheons are like catered by Taco Bell.
Secret Santa, everything under 50 cents.
Right?
Don't splurge, guys.
That's the corporate culture at the dollar store, Dollar General store, way up at corporate.
That's right.
The boys up at corporate.
The boys upstairs, and I bet it's not even upstairs. It's just one floor.
It's a one level in a corporate office park, and they don't even rent it. It might even be the back of someone's Camaro. That might be corporate
for the Dollar General store. Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear the rest of the story and really try and get into the teeth, the nuts and bolts of what happened to this man.
The complaint.
Let's get into the complaint.
I mean, when you hear what happens after he threw a receipt at this woman, you won't believe your ears. So don't go
We'll
anywhere.
be back with more Sklar Country, the Virus Edition. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We're going to beat the drum. This is such a fun show that we've got coming out live Dumb People Town on May 22nd,
That's
Saturday
right.
night, 6:30 p.m. West Coast time. Cannot wait.
Woo.
We got Chris Thiele is our musical guest from Nickel Creek. He's incredible and live from here, the great NPR show. And I love the Doughboys so much. They're so much fun.
It's one of the best podcasts out there about food and fast food and restaurants. And we did it. We talked about TGI Fridays. It was phenomenal.
It was so much fun.
Oh,
so those
God,
guys,
they're
get your
so
tickets, eventbrite.com. So when we left, there was a man at a dollar store who was a cashier who said,
who got under attack because someone complained that he was overcharging for someone's items. All right, already I'm kind of on his side.
So according to the complaint, what happened? The customer headed out of the store into the mall's hallway.
But Goodrow followed her and began to chest bump her while he told her to apologize for yelling at him.
Chest bump? What did they just win the NBA Finals in 1991?
Doesn't that feel like a celebratory move?
Yes.
Chest bump someone?
Chest bump is, we did it. We did it.
It's a weird move. It's also inappropriate for a man to a woman.
Stranger to stranger as well. Like
Stranger to stranger weird. Man
It's
chest
so
to woman chest
so
weird.
Intimate. So intimate.
It's also so weird to be chest bumping someone and demanding an apology from them.
Right. You're
not going to
assaulting
get
them.
it.
Nope.
When you assault someone, you're not going to get the apology you're looking for.
Don't touch anybody. You're not allowed to touch. Don't throw stuff at anybody. Don't spit at anyone. Don't touch anyone. It's just not
This
good
time-
customer service. I mean, maybe this is the policy at Dollar General.
I don't know. I don't know how. I got to talk to the guys
I
up
know.
at corporate. All right. At this time,
Down at corporate.
the woman said she pulled out her phone and started recording.
Sure.
So Goodrow grabbed her phone and threatened to smash it.
Again, customer service number one. For
Customer's
these guys.
always right, right?
That's right.
According to the complaint, Goodrow then slammed the phone into the woman's chest. Why is he so obsessed with this woman's chest?
Chest violence.
It's chest bumping.
Chest
it's
slamming. What is going on?
Slamming
Bumping
and
and smashing, all in the chestal area.
And that's when she called 911 and Goodrow attempted to flee the scene in his car.
Yeah, not a good sign when you're attempting to flee the scene. Like,
Yeah.
what did people think you weren't going to, like, they're going to find you.
When you realize that you've personally crossed so many lines that your only course of action is to leave, then you made mistakes. You're going to get busted for this.
You're going to get got.
Meanwhile, the officers outside the mall were attempting to take Goodrow into custody as Goodrow began yelling and flailing as he tried to knee strike an officer, the complaint says.
And I'm going to guess he tried to knee strike him in the chest.
He did.
That's me.
So what do we say? Cops love it when you yell at them.
They love when you try and knee strike them.
When you try and pull some MMA moves on them, they love it so much. Just keep doing
When that's your move.
When you're like to the point where you're like, I gotta knee strike this cop. You're out of moves.
That's right.
You're checkmate. You're walking into the end.
Every option
You're walking
has been
into
tested.
the ocean to drown yourself. You have no other moves.
Okay,
you
what
got
happened?
nothing else. You're like, please tase me and end
That's
whatever
right.
I'm trying
So
to do.
what happened next?
While in the patrol car, police say Goodrow explained that he had a medical condition and then became unconscious. So officers administered multiple sternum rubs again with the chest.
He's got a chest thing, chest fetish.
Until he regained consciousness. Wait, what?
I have a medical condition that makes me go unconscious. What's your problem with that?
Let me say something. Unconscious is something you can fake, right?
Without a
'Cause
doctor
you don't have to stop breathing.
You just have to
like
pretend
close your eyes.
like you're-
My kids pretend to be unconscious sometimes when I'm like, "Are you guys asleep?" And it's like,
By the way, sternum rub is the next thing I'm going to tell my kids. Don't ever let anyone who isn't your doctor give you a sternum rub. And even your doctor.
Sternum rub feels so creepy, doesn't it?
Even if
it's the protocol.
Don't do it.
Even if
Don't
it's the
do
right
it.
thing to do. No, let someone give you a sternum rub.
Just breathe in his face and see if he wakes up.
Talk loudly about him and see if he wakes up. That way, that's what I do when my kids pretend they're asleep. They should have been in the front of that cop car and be like, well,
Let him go.
we should let him go, but we need verbal consent in order to do that.
If we don't get that, we've
We
got
got
to
arrest him.
him.
It's such a shame that he's unconscious right now. Because
should
all
let
he
him
has to do is just give verbal consent.
And then he can, and then when he's like,
But
"Hi."
he's unconscious.
That's right.
And then when he gets, well, that's a shame. Let's just creepily rub his sternum until he quote unquote wakes up.
There he
Maybe
is.
that was it. Maybe that was the thing. They're like, is rubbing the sternum a thing? No, but we're going to do this creepy thing to him so much just to pull him out of the unconsciousness.
This guy.
According to the complaint, Goodrow was checked out by Clearfield EMS to make sure he was okay. He was okay before he was taken to the Lawrence Township Police Department.
EMS was like, yeah, he was fine.
He's okay.
Totally, totally pulled one over on you
He
guys.
never passed out.
Never.
He's just trying to find a way out of his situation. He has a preliminary hearing scheduled for April 14th, which is today when this comes out, and I'm sure he will be calm and appropriate.
Yep. He's not going to yell at anyone or go after anyone's chest. If you're the bailiff in that court, chest
protector.
Chest protector, everybody.
Get ready.
Everybody wear
He's
chest
gonna be
protector.
bumping and smashing and rubbing. Isn't that an old Bob Marley song?
bumping
and a smashing tonight. We gonna burn and a loot now.
All right, there you go. That is the show, guys. Stay connected, stay protected, don't get infected. This is not a hoax.
But we got the jokes.
Wear a mask, get vaccinated. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Protect your sternum.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da.